Right, so today we're going to be looking at how to take a picture and give it a vintage look. So I'm going to open up the picture that I'm working on in Photoshop. Now I am using Photoshop rather than Photoshop Elements, but I'll keep giving you the Photoshop Elements equivalent as we go on. Just bear with me 1 second. There we go. So this is a picture that I want to work on. So step one is to duplicate the background image. And I do that because I want to first of all straighten it and then crop it, and I don't necessarily want to straighten the original. So I'm going to take the background image and drag it down onto the new layer button and release, and there you go, there you have a background copy. I'm going to straighten this image a tiny little bit, and I'm going to do that either by clicking Enhance, Transform, Free Transform in Photoshop Elements, and the shortcut for that is Command and T or Control and T, and then positioning the cursor on the corner, on the little handle. I can, when the cursor turns into a double-ended curved arrow, that means you can twist it around and get the image straight. And then I either press Enter or click the green tick mark. I'm then going to go over on my toolbar, excuse me 1 second, get rid of that, and select my crop tool, and this is a diamond shaped one. So I'm going to start in the top left corner, click and drag across the bits I want to keep, bearing in mind that I can move the crop around and make it bigger, like so. Now, as you can see on here, my third line is smack in the middle of this wine bottle. So that kind of fits in with the lesson we had this week on composition. So, image crop. Now for Photoshop Elements users, you simply click the green tick mark. So, I'm now going to fade the picture a little, desaturate it and take some of the colour away. And the way I'm going to do that is by duplicating the background image again, so dragging it down onto the new layer button, and then making it black and white. Now in Photoshop Elements, you do that by clicking Enhance, Convert to black and white, and you will get your sliders up in the middle of the screen rather than on the right like I have here. I'm going to make it quite contrasty by using the red, green and blue sliders. And there we go. And then I'm going to reduce the opacity of that layer. I'm going to about 60%, but you have to find the level that looks good on your picture. I'm then going to create a new layer to draw a vignette on. So I'm going to click the new layer button without dragging anything out on it. And then I'm going to go and find my brush tool. There we go, brush. Now I want the brush tool to be quite big, so I'm going to click on the size up here and click the slider to the right until I've got quite a big tool. I'd say you want something substantial like this. Now you want the background colour to be black, so if you click on the foreground colour and click in the blackest part of that window, say OK, and then simply draw a very loose vignette. Don't be neat for this one because it looks better if you haven't done it too neat. I'm going to change the blend mode of that to overlay and then reduce the opacity. There you go. Vignette. There you go. The last thing I'm going to do is to sharpen it. In Photoshop Elements, it is pretty much the same way. I'm going to ask you to hold down the Control, Alt, Shift and E together to create what's called a merged layer of everything. We didn't cover this in Tuesday's class, and if you struggle, then just leave this bit for next week and I will show you. But filter, sharpen, on sharp mask, and sharpen at about an amount of 130, a radius of 1 and a threshold of 0, and click OK. And then I'm just going to save it. Save as, and save it as a JPEG. There we go, JPEG, and click Save. Click OK. Thank you very much.